Warning, this video is intended for audience who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online. Alright, I love how, hey look, Sachika is us right now. She wants Gochizos, alright? She knows that she cannot get Gochizos. She really wants Gochizos, right? She is me right now, alright?
Listen. We can get, we can get Sachika some Gochizos, okay? She continues to be the goat of this fucking show, and honestly, goated as... I almost don't want her to become a Kamen Rider simply because as a character alone, she is strong enough as it is. Like,
yeah,
I was thinking about this before, where I was thinking, fuck, what's her name? From Double, like, it starts with an A.
Akito?
Akiko? Yeah. Aki?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? She's fun, but she's silly and she's wacky, right? May in Saber, okay, we got another character, whatever her face was in fucking Build, okay, that's a good... These are all relatively...
Fuck, I only know the stupid, Michan, right?
Yeah, Michan. Yeah, Mitan. Like, okay, we've done different things with, like, the supporting female characters that don't necessarily become Kamen Riders. But, fucking Sachika is the only person that is, like, acting like a fully functional, fully emotionally developed adult. Like, I
think she's, like, the only one that has to be adult,
like,
you know? Right? Right, you know, like, one of these person had a childhood when they were raised in an alternate dimension, you know? Right? The other one had their mother eaten in front of them, and then they spent the next 10 years, like, not improving their arts and crafts of trying to describe to police, like, hey, this is what ate my mother, you know, right? This drawing? No, this is not from when I was a kid. I drew this morning, you know, right? Yeah. My memory is still fresh, you know, right?
It's just, like, this isn't, like, a simp thing. It's just good writing is good, and thank God for Sachika, and also Dente to an extent for, like, Dente's good for exposition. Sachika's good for, like, smoothing over any, like, interpersonal conflicts between Hanto.
Oh yeah, no, I love how they're using both of these characters on the show to explain to us, like, the audience, you know, right, like, stuff that right, because obviously we cannot trust Shoma as a reliable narrator.
Absolutely not. He barely knows anything about.
That definitely happened to me. Wow. Oh my, I just happened to forget about it. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, you know, right? You know, we cannot trust any of our actual main lead, you know, right?
Yeah.
For like a narrative, because they all are clearly motivated in, like, their own narratives. Like,
there's a little bit of political bias coming from the right and the left.
Wears saggy pants, you know, right? That's what my memory of Gradients are, you know, right?
Yeah.
Right. Largate 9, probably the same thing, you know, except with humans, you know, right?
Yeah. It's it's one of those episodes where we really get to eat we get to chew on the fat on this shit.
All right, Tariq, hey, it's Kamen Rider Gavv, episode 23, Broken Sweet. So I've been keeping track of the Gochizo market. It's getting worse.
Yeah.
But Bandai Toei knows what they're doing. Oh my god, So here's how the Gochizos have been working in Japan, right?
So hold on,
you get,
let me interrupt for a sec. I never thought about this.
Okay.
So I got how they were selling them with, like, selling the chemis with gotcha art because it's just card packs, right? And and I understood with like with Geats, like, they're just selling the buckles as, like, individual. How are they marketing, like, the Gochizos? Are they selling them in fucking, like, blind boxes? Do you have to fucking...
I mean, that's pretty much what Kamen has always been doing, what they've been doing, right, every year with the season. You know, right? I mean, like, they get, some of them get their DX, like...
Well, yeah, there's the raised... I mean, I'm just saying, like, the raised buckles are different than, like, the little shitty, like, plastic, like, whatever buckles, hammer buckle and all that
right,
shit.
Yeah. I don't think Geeks had, like, any actual, like, candy toy. Right? Stuff like that, right? But I know, like, Built, Forza, like, all those season had these candy toys where gacha pubs, but you go to a gacha store, right?
Right.
So here's the thing. So usually how they work is that they release, like, the main show, like the one that you actually appear in the show, right? As the main, as, like, the cardboard blister. You know, like, you go to the shop, like, I want Gochizo set 1 or set 2 or whatever the fuck, right? And then they put, like, all, like, the random gimmick like the other stuff in Gachapon, right? That's what they do for like the rider, right? So you know how they always do like legend rider toys that are just there, they're as a merchandise. So all the legend riders so far in the show, right, has been all the rider gochis have been Gachapon system only, right? Like, you can only get like the belt, the right, all those, right? So Bandai has announced, hey, we're re-releasing. We're now releasing all the legend Gochu as in blisters in an actual box, right? We realized, oh man, wait, but now, hey, but we're doing something different. So we make you so you don't feel bad that you spent like your month's allowance on a Gachapon machine. These are clear plastic instead.
That's that P Bandai effect. That's my favorite.
I don't exactly. This is just a straight up regular release.
This is the clear sparkle version.
Boy, man, look, these Gochis, like I said, I think I told you about, but they haven't announced even Shoma's, like, original first set of Gochizos, right, with popping, kicking, gumming, all that shit. They're re-releasing those, but with just a new face font, that's it. You just get a new face. This is the exact same toy, but they just switched the stick, right, they put a new, right, you now get, like, you now get an angry, punchy gummy, and yeah, man, like... Man, like I said, hey, look, man, these Gochizos are they're making too many, and yet I have still not been able to acquire them for a reasonable price. I fucking hate it. Look, I just want any Gochizo at this point.
Minicons were the best part of Transformers Armada, and they it only took them 20 years to remember that.
Yeah, I'm so mad. I've been watching the market. I've been looking at the market again. It's real funny when I go on when I do my Japanese stuff, right? Like how I just see the DX toys, but it's clearly labeled Gochizo not included.
Because no, I'm keeping the Gochizo. Well, yeah, you can have the fucking one. I don't want this Gochizo.
Man, well, look, no, we still cannot figure out what the fuck Valen's stupid fucking gun is. I don't want to spend time figuring out. Like, hey, fuck that. You can buy this shit. I don't want that. I just want the chocolate. The chocolate on, right? And that's it. I want to play with my little guy,
Is the chocolate only available with Valen?
The DX Chocodon, so like the cool, right, the better quality. Yeah. If you want the shitty, the cheaper like Gachap, right? The right, you have the Gachapon that thing. Even then, you have the Gachapon that thing. Right. Yeah, it's fucking look. These Gochizo markets are everywhere.
Well, speaking of Valen, hey, it's episode 23. Once again, this show surprises us with closing off a loop for an unanswered question pretty fucking fast before we thought. Like, this could have honestly been kept, like, the mystery of what happened to Honto's mom could have gone on further, and, like, I'm sure there will maybe be, like, something later on with, like, and this is the part-timer that killed your mom, or whatever. This is the member of the stomach family that killed your mom. But, hey, or that took your mom, kidnapped your mom. Hey, guess what? Mystery solved. Your mom's fucking dead, man. Your mom's fucking dead as shit.
Yeah, your mom's dead as shit. I was not expecting for it to go like that. Yeah. I thought they were just gonna press her.
No. Apparently there was as Dente said, where he was like, says in this episode where he talks about like, oh yeah, I figured out how to make dark treats. Apparently there was a part in the process before it got to
we turned into a presses
where it was just throwing them in a fucking tub of acid, I guess. Breaking Bad style.
Right? I mean, the first one was like you put like a condom, you just siphoned their blood? Was that what the first one was?
Yes! I don't... Or, no, okay, so there's a couple of theories that I have on, like, what's going on here. One, they're being pumped full of something to raise their dopamine so that they all get fucking, like, as happy as possible. Right, so that they make it's like Wagyu beef, right, where you keep the little cow.
Yeah.
It's like dangling and it doesn't touch the ground or whatever.
Yeah, look. Hey, look, cows. Hey, look. Man, you guys have freedom. You guys can roam around.
You're free range. You're free range. Okay, so there's that. Right. This is how they get the what is it? Fucking GMO. These are GMO dark treats, right? They're getting them. They're getting them juiced up, right? Now, what I'm realizing, or I'm questioning now, is, so every part-timer gets, like, a modification from the stomach family, specifically from Neov. Is the modification that he gives them the ability to stick their tongue out and make presses? was that not a thing before they, like, fucked with their own Gavs? Or
I guess that's what the modification, right?
Or is it the ability to put in, like, the little USB, like, turn into, like, make a human disguise, like, thing? Or is it both?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I think there was a point where they couldn't do that, and then they learned to do, like, they figured out that, like, oh, this is the best way to do it.
I mean, look, as Uncle Death, like, it was a learning process, right?
Yeah.
Look, trials and errors, that's just how any corporation works, right? That's just how any business, right? Look, at first we were just buying from the store, but then we learned that, oh, wait, we could just contact the distributor, right? Right? Look, right? At some point, look, we were just doping humans, we were kidnapping humans, bringing them to our world, doping them up, and then we realized, oh wait, that's a lot of work.
Honestly, we're lucky that the stomachs haven't really, like, put 2 and 2 together and just realized that if they just keep a human zoo of, like, 4 to 6, like, humans of a Noah's Ark situation, like, women on one side, men on the other, and then have them just use them for, like, breeding factories, they've got this shit in the bag, like, cow style.
Right. But yeah, man, I was not expecting that's how they were gonna opt consoles, but I think it was actually randomly so intense. I was like, ooh,
yeah,
man, wow.
And it's also like
I thought I was just gonna eat her.
It's also
not like do like the weird tongue thing,
It's like she fucking gets thrown into the fucking Nickelodeon ooze, and then she just disappears into fucking dust. Like, that's she's just fucking dead. She's just fucking dead. Bad. Like, they don't fade to black. They just show a woman fucking get broken down by basically acid.
Right. Yeah. I was like, oh man, wow. That's like that. I was like, I can't believe how intense that scene actually was.
Yeah.
Right? And then and then it turns Largo has, like, since day one has been in here for the business.
Yeah.
Side,
Hey, look,
right?
Look, no liabilities. No leaks.
Mm-hmm. Right? Hey, who keeps leaking all our company's emails, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hanto pretty much accept that his mom's, like, actually confirmed dead now.
And I gotta say, this is the most reasonably unreasonable that Hanto has been, because it's like, the Shoma stuff where he, like, went off on him, okay, if you thought about it for, like, half a second, like, you realize that you're in the wrong there. This is one of those things where it's like, you just regaled me with the story of how my mother was brutally murdered, and, I'm gonna need some space. Like, that's an...
Yeah, I didn't process this, right? This has been an intense 3 days, right?
Yeah, we stopped the spaghetti monster, we like, I realized that you aren't, like, human, all this other shit. I realized I gotta stop being racist. Yeah, no, I just need some time to process shit. Hey, man, I get it, alright? Hey, take some time, you do you. It's all, hey, that's a totally fucking understandable thing.
Look, Hanto needs to go out. Look, he can't go to a therapist about this, obviously.
Well, yeah, because obviously it's because he's got the granute issue. That's why. It's the excuse that he keeps using. He goes, oh, well, I got this granute organ, so I can't go to a psychiatrist. Mm-hmm. Not because I'm Japanese. No. I would totally. I promise. I definitely would go to a psychiatrist. But I have a granute organ, so I guess I can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look, Hanto goes vent all this down to sugar. Right?
Yeah.
Right. He's like, wow, that's crazy.
Whoa,
what? Bitter
man.
Gavv.
Whoa, I can't. Bitter Gavv. Bitter Gavv? What's bitter mean? Hey, you want some bitter chocolates? Don't.
I mean, that line.
Don't ask
that
questions.
Was such a,
don't ask.
I don't know if that was, like, the actual line.
So
right.
It kind of is like.
I was like, man, what a fucking on the nose. I'm not saying this show has to be like 100% IQing me right now, but I was like, man, what a fucking on the nose line.
Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna.
He's in the chair.
I'm gonna go double. I'm gonna re-listen to the sound. I am 90% certain that I fucking flip shit because I think he genuinely says, not even bitter in Japanese. I think he just says the same bitta katakana version. Give me a second.
Hey, but hey, look, we were talking about it, like how this episode airs around the exact same time as Valentine's Day, right? Like, they actually did it. Oh my god, I was actually impressed. And they're like, oh boy, were they planning this? This entire time? I feel like. No, look, look. So from the next episode, we get two forms that debut. I was like, man, that's kind of running into each other's runtime. I kind of would have liked it if we did it this episode, right? I feel like again, right, especially with what's debuting next week, right, for Shoma's new form, like. Look, you can't have two guys debut both their new forms at the exact same time. And they don't eat into each other.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, one of those new, one of those new forms isn't really a new form. It's just a fucking redesign of the original form. Hey, yeah. So he 100% just says bitter. He says, "Chopire na bita," like choco. He's just saying it's a little bit more bitter. It's the most on the nose. Like I'm Mr. Like. Honto, again, we have to remember, Honto's not a detective, he's a freelance writer. That being said, Mr. Detective, I left you all the clues. Like, Shuga is just fucking toying with him at this point.
Yeah, but look, Honto's too sad, he's not looking into it, he's not thinking about it, like, oh, really fucking weird he used that word after I told him about that. It was really fucking weird,
Crazy. Anyway, right? I'm gonna go do some other shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some investigative journalism, I guess,
I guess.
Right?
I'm gonna go hang out with this friend, this friend from high school that I haven't talked to in fucking forever.
Mm-hmm. And so he called me asking to hang out, right? As we go to right? Also, man, look, so it's all, man, speaking of coincidence, right?
Yeah.
Right? How's this happening? Right? Hey, the owner of this octopus,
this
barbecue.
This meat, this fucking grill place. Hey.
Yeah, how actually, fucking convenient,
it'd be really weird if this guy isn't a Grand U. Like, if he's just some weirdo, because, like, he really, the big, obviously the hints are all pointing to, oh, he's a Grand U and he's trying to get Honto. But, like, also, I don't know why he wouldn't just, like, attack him there. Like, it's pretty strange that, like, I don't know what the fucking, like, this goes back to the whole issue of, like, every other part-timer besides Log A9, like, their methodology for, like, getting, like, presses for dark treats. It's like, so your plan is to, I guess, work at, a fucking, like, barbecue place and get people after they get full on their meal, I guess? Like, what is...
Oh, look, that's the best time to get people when they're happy, Look,
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying,
eat a lot of meat.
I'm just saying, it just feels like they all pick different things, and there's not, there's no... Like, the Stomach family, as much as we talk about Longo being, like, he's all about the business, like, you don't have, you don't give him, like, a playbook or something? Even when I worked... God... remember when I fucking worked as a canvasser for goddamn Planned Parenthood and that shit was fucking weird? That's where we got Hobo Joe and Hobo Jim, right?
Yeah.
They give you, like, a fucking, like, spiel to, like, rehearse and, like, learn, right? They don't just go, I don't know, get money. Fuck, I don't know, man. Like, figure it out.
Hey, go walk around. Hey,
yeah,
go to populated areas.
Yeah, go stand on that street corner, honey. Like, flash them legs. Like, no, it's just like, here's the speech. Don't divert from the speech. Say this shit. They don't just fucking, like, let you figure out whatever the fuck you want. Like, they're all doing different shit. Like, yeah, I think honestly, every single one of them should be fucking dope. Like, do actual heroin, like, does that fucking, like, sully the goods? Because I think that if you just ran around stabbing people with needles, I think that would work just as well as Log A9's tactic. Instead of being a fucking bird.
Listen, look, I don't think that story is still, like, a whole learning business. Look, as Massacre to Uncle Dente, you know, right? Like, this used to be, we used to just straight up be a Willy Wonka chocolate factory type of thing until we realized, oh fuck, we can start putting addictive substance into our life, and we're still, I think Longo is like, he's still learning, he's still learning, like, how can I, right, he's still, look, he has not min-maxed yet, right, he's still maximizing input. He was like, look, he hasn't learned how to min-max yet, right, that's the thing, right, he's still learning, right, look, I don't know how long it's been, I guess it's since Shoma was a kid, is when he took over the factory?
No, because it's gotta be when their dad died, which seems like it was, like, 4 months ago. Right? Because they only attacked Shoma once their dad died. So he might have been,
I guess so, yeah.
He might have been, it's one of those things where it's like, he might have been running operations, but he wasn't, like, the face of the company, like, he wasn't the,
you know, right? He wasn't up there yet.
Yeah. Like, he was running operations, but he wasn't, like, the CEO, the president, right? So...
right, yeah.
Yeah, let's get
to I think Longo is still learning how to min-max, right? Like, he just found out about dopamine, right? Like, oh, wait, what the fuck? Wait,
if we just shoot them up, they're fucking perfect. Oh, that's again.
Oh, fuck!
If he was really doing this,
wait, do humans have other substance in their world that they used to get? Like, what else?
If he was really doing
this, fentanyl, right?
If he was really doing this efficiently, Minecraft style, again, he'd just take like 4 to 6. Maybe 8 humans, whatever, I don't know, and just throw them around in a pen and make them breed like fucking chickens in Minecraft and be like, okay, cool, I got my feathers, I got my eggs, I have infinite arrows now.
Right? Yeah. I just think it's funny, right? How there's just like this random guy, right? I like how every of these perk tyrants are just gonna be like, all right, how, right, because you think about it, right? Like Dark Stomach Inc. It's just straight up hiring like drug addicts.
Oh yeah, drug addicts to go out and get more drugs. And also, when you think about it, I just realized, not only that, right? Okay, so there's there's some of the ones that are like really weird, where it's like the catfishing kid and like the man who make like the crab granute that like makes has a shell like a fucking horseshoe, not horseshoe crab, point is crab has a shell that is like his fucking like confectionery thing that he lures little children into, and then it's like assuming that this manager or cook is indeed a granute, he had to 1, get recruited by Stomach Inc., 2, get sent to the human world, 3, find a job. This means that he had to
take over,
forge,
right? Or take over, or find like this.
But like,
right?
You gotta
have to do all
gotta
this,
do a
right?
lot of shit to like fucking to just erase a guy and go. Anyway,
and then you gotta learn how to like cut meat.
Yeah,
they're like the portions.
Season it for human consumption because like he's cooking, like he's on the grill, he's marinating that shit. Like, that's fucking insane.
Right? You have to, like, also learn, like, what the fuck's a scallion? What the fuck?
Yeah.
The fuck is this?
Yeah.
Right? Like I said, I always don't know what the fuck granny. Like, besides from the fact that the granny is like 14th century medieval Europe, or at the same time an Amazon warehouse, like, I still don't know what the fuck is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
and the fact that there's just MC Escher. The fact that there's also just MC Escher stairs just chilling around too, right, in the countryside. Like, I thought it said, like, well, what is the balance in this world? Like, I do not understand the grand world, right, outside of like because everything we see is like, no, these are just like 2 different societies that are just living together. I don't understand what's going on, right? But yeah, look, sorry, look, Shoma, it's fine. Look, it's fine when a girl, when you don't show up for a girl, right? Look, it's first time for everything, right?
Hey, anxiety,
right? Look,
performance anxiety, okay? She's on her knees, she's waiting for something to pop out, and it doesn't pop out, okay? Look, it happens to the best of us, okay?
Right? Once again, going back to like, man, what an insane, going back to like, this episode is doing like so much insane stuff. Like, first we saw a woman disintegrate in front of a child, like, right? And I was just watching this Yayu, right, on her knees, just watching a guy like, ooh, is it gonna pop out?
Yeah, let me see your little
like under the table. But by the way,
I want to see your little buddy come out.
right? I was like, wow, there's a lot of weird implications going on. So I was like,
hey, look, all it cements in all the various ways is, once again, Sachika's the GOAT. Okay, best. It's gonna suck shit when this show fucking finds a reason to kill her off tragically. Okay.
Was we our mid-season, we put the heroine in danger, you know? But you know what? Hey, it doesn't matter. Hey, Sachika is becoming best friend with the Gochizo, and I guess she has now, within like overnight, understands Granny talk. I mean, that's like
she
Gochizo talk.
She understands the Gochizo's like gesturings, I guess. I just wonder if Shoma showed Sachika the little cardboard house that he made for them, and she went, "Oh my god, it's a little house! Oh my god!"
Oh man! What if we go and buy a dollhouse?
Yeah, let's get. I gotta. You know? Oh, hey, hold on. We can't have my little buddies. Also, let's not forget the fact that like Shoma fully said, I transform into Kamen Rider by having my Gavv eat the Gochizos, and Sachika went, okay, and she didn't process, they die. Like, they get eaten. They die. Like, they're fucking eaten. Like, don't get attached to any of these little fuckers. Some of them are gonna... Not all of these guys are making it to the end of the show.
Don't give them any names,
Unless you name them, it's all over, okay?
Right, yeah. I don't know. Look, I just call him by their race, and that's it. You know, yeah. This is Poppy Gummy. He does not have any other name other than Poppy Gummy. Okay,
yeah. Even numbering them, is
going to make you feel account, right? Is she on a burner account right now, going around saying, "Oh, that's."
I mean, maybe it's somebody named. It's some handle named Misa with also the most insane like. Character, like, this doesn't even feel like a burner account, it feels like a bot account, like with the fucking asterisk percentage and like 3 ampersands 756, like, what the fuck? Is she doing SEO shit for Happy Pare on the side, like, where she just keeps tweeting about, like, Happy Pare?
Yeah, hey, wow, Happy Pare is such a great service, you know?
Yeah.
Right, man.
Hey, look.
Man, the owner Sachika, so helpful with me,
yeah,
you know?
Look, trolls...
my lost cat...
Internet trolls are the scum of the earth, but also, hey man, if it's used to rehabilitate my image and stop people from trying to get me fucking arrested off the, like, on site... fuck it, go ham. Absolutely. Like, I won't pay for fucking Twitters. I won't pay for, like, Instagram followers, but I will pay for people to go, for bots to go, hey, Tariq's a really good guy and he should be paid more.
Right? Also, hey, are any of the hashtags, I guess, trending stuff on the right-hand side relevant? Right?
Let me look back at it.
So, probably, like, around, like, 1436, you know?
Yeah,
when we get a close... I know one of them is Cat. I can tell that's Cat. I mean, Cat's trending. Like, hey, you know, Cats are always trending online, you know.
I mean,
right? I don't know what the fuck a no read 3 is. I was like, I feel like this is.
It might be like Japanese leet speak of like Norie, but like none of this is like none of this is like, I'll say this, none of this is like actual real world shit. But I will say, looking down at the side, because I didn't pay attention to this before, there is apparently a premium plan option, and I do find that funny because like this really is trying to like, it's like, this is Twitter, but I promise it's not Twitter. It's like, but it's definitely Twitter, right? Like, it's definitely Twitter.
I mean, it's definitely 100% Twitter's layout, you know, that they're using, right? Yeah. But yeah, look, I just love how Sachika at this point, right? It's just like, I assume she's just going on like a bunch of like burner accounts, you know, trying to clear Shoma's name.
That's the thing is, right? Is like, do you like? Because she always. She gets hired by Honto to be like,
for anything.
Well, she gets hired by Honto to be like an informant, right, and like tell him like where things are, and she's been like telling the boys about like, oh, there's a fucking monster sighting and shit. Does she just have like a bunch of different like accounts that are like not subscribed, but like following different topics, and like she goes, oh, this account fucking like, oh, I gotta like, it's, are these
right? Where does Happy Pare's like service stops at, you know, right?
What can you use Sachika's information
to, like, boost like a look? Right? Like, can you use Happy Power to, like, boost your local, your local wrestler, and then shit posts, or and then troll the other ones, like, oh, yeah, I think I saw a rat here the other day, right? Not like at the teriyaki store up the street, right? That has savings and deals on Fridays and Saturdays, right?
Yeah.
Like the fact that Sachi just straight up has burner accounts, right? It's just really random, right?
Hey, it seems pretty smart. And then we get to our other fucking smart person of the show. Hey, it's time to introduce. I've got to assume that Lakia is going to become roommates with Dente now, because it's just like, hey, you two are both Granudes, trying to live in seclusion. I guess you're gonna be best friends now,
right?
Like,
hey, both of you guys are technically homeless,
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right, like, hey, what's your thought about living in a fucking cave? What are your thoughts on this?
I mean,
right?
It's probably better to live in Dente's cave than in the warehouse, abandoned warehouse, hideaway that he has. That Neil, definitely
who
knows
knows how
where
much
it
longer Nerval has had a payment plan on that thing, right? At some point, someone's gonna be asking.
That shit's definitely insecure. Like, they're fucking, you're caught.
Right? Yeah. Look, hey, respect for him. Look, he realized that that Dente was the source of all his problems. And he immediately starts going for him. He's like, oh wait, you're the reason I got myself into this mess. Right?
It's to be fair, it's a
reasonable response.
Good that Shoma,
right?
Good that Shoma test ran this with Lakia, who. Let's not forget that literally all three of our main Rider boys stem from the Stomach family, and Dark Treats got one of our family members killed. So literally all of them, if they, with the exception of Shoma, because, he's like, oh, you saved me, thank you, and your family. Lakia and Hanto have genuine reasons to hate Dente. But Dente's like, I was just a scientist. Honestly, not even a scientist. I was just a confectioner. I was doing treats, and then it turned into something malicious. I didn't know that human blood was being milked out of people to fucking make the red velvet cake.
At first, look. I never asked where my brother got the source, got this mysterious something from. I was just a candy maker, right?
Yeah.
Look, right, I was in the lab, all right.
Yeah, I was literally cooking in the lab, and then it just turned out that I got weird ingredients, and I had to figure it out.
Right, yeah. And then, like I said, we're going for more backstory. I like how we finally learning the secrets, the backstories of Dark Tree and Dente,
Yeah.
Right, about how this all started. Right, it's like, oh yeah, yeah. But look. We used to just be a regular candy, right? Until one day, my brother came in like, "Hey, check this out. I don't know what the fuck this is, but you should try putting this in our candy, right?"
It's just matcha tea, I promise.
Right? Yeah. So I like how we finally get a good origin story for this, right? Like, I was wondering about this, like, oh man, how long have they been in this game?
Yeah. It turns out not long enough
right.
to really excuse any of it.
Yeah, look, it makes sense, right? Like how we're still how we're still look back then they were just still doing trials and errors.
Yeah.
Right? They're trying to figure out, right? Also, we learned about the great grandfather of Shoma. I was like, oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. He's the great uncle. I thought, like I said, there's so many family members of the Stomach family. Like, oh man, we're actually about the hierarchy of this of this family. I don't know who I can trust, anymore to be the final villain, For all we know, Zom Stomach, right, could show up. He's like, oh yeah, I've always been alive.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Right.
Yeah, fuck.
Right. Wait, hold on. According to the wiki, both Zom and Bosch are confirmed dead. I don't know how much longer.
Alright, sure. Hey, I mean, makes sense. They could be revived.
Look. A lot of people fake their own death to get away.
Yeah, hey,
right?
I wanted to get out of the game. Okay, Breaking Bad style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, so Hanto is doing his...
Yeah, Hanto's still trying to write
something?
He's still trying to write his Eternal novel, or his fucking report that he still hasn't updated. and then fucking
Look,
his weird ass friend, random friend from like childhood, I guess, is like, uh-oh, I'm under attack by a monster. And then also Bitter Gavv shows up and flips a goddamn car.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, fuck this. Yeah, really fuck this guy, you know.
I am glad that I was right in saying, like, okay, it's not going to be a thing where it's like Bitter Gavv. Like, it's different than Dread or like Caliber in Saber, where it's like, it keeps like changing hands of who's who. It's just we keep we're shooting out these pod people every now and then, which also begs the question, because clearly it's Shuga doing it, right? We all understand that it's Shuga. Mm-hmm. How fast are you making clones? Because they should be undercooked, my guy. Like
look, he has Nerville's factory. I assume, right? He's doing stuff in the Granny world, you know?
I feel like he's doing this on his own with whatever fucking facilities he has, and that seems way too fast to make a fully functioning life form. Like, sea monkeys don't grow that fast.
Look, there could be more of them just running around, but we don't actually know how many stomachs, how many bitter Shomas.
If there's a bunch, like, they're barely doing well enough against one Bitter Gavv. If we just start spitting these shits out, it's gonna be a problem.
Right, and it's not like right. Also, it's really weird how they all just immediately come with the bitter Gochizo.
Well, I guess he probably just keeps I guess he's collecting
that's the thing,
leftovers.
Right? That also occurs to me, right, as I was wondering, hey, what happens when one bitter Shoma dies? What happens to his batches of Gochizos, right? Did they just become homeless? Are they up for adoption at that point?
Do they just run back to Shuga? Like,
right? Or did they just disappear? Right?
Yeah.
You know, so I'm fine with like this whole clone Shoma, right? Thing, right? But I feel like it's also kind of weak, you know, right? Like I kind of would have liked this better if this was like a live, die, repeat type of clone show, right? Where every time they kill one, he comes back and hey, I learned your secret.
He has the increased knowledge of the last one. No, they're just
right, because the way that this, right? Because the Shoma applies the bitter Shoma too. I guess at this point, I think, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck's a Kamen Rider? Yeah. What the fuck's this little collectible trinket in my head? Right? You know.
Shuga keeps making them, and there's some of them that are like, I don't want to fight.
Right, like, do you think Shuga is, like, at this point, is, like, working, has to PowerPoint every single thing? So that as soon as, like, one of them is bored, like, alright, hey,
he's giving
I know you were just bored.
Orange, like, introduction to shit every time.
I have to immediately get you up to speed with everything, you know?
So here's the recap of everything that's going on.
Right? You know, does this boy at some point, like, one of these clothes be like, I don't like this, you know? At one point, when these clothes figure out, like, hey, man, do I have free will?
Yeah,
you know, what's that?
I do think it's interesting of like, what the fuck is the deal with the clones?
Right? Yeah. I don't know. Like, I feel like not having the clone just be like right? It's like instead of having just like an actual clone 2, it should have just been more like a clone V2, like version 2.
Yeah.
Right, where it keeps learning, right? Because this makes right. I mean, they do have said that this one's stronger. So like, all right, we got it. I was like, it's kind of weak. You know, I mean, like Darby, you can make it like Sugar's like, ooh, I'm perfecting the recipe. You know, like, ooh, hey, I'm getting better. You know, right?
But like,
yeah, but at this point, at the same time, like all these shows still, like all these new bitter Shoma is not. But besides them, they're just gonna be just like an evil threat. Right, they're not threatening enough to our protagonists. Like they're just like, oh man, here's just like this one, like the dark shows are just like another generic boss of the week. If you think about it at this point,
they're just really problematic in terms of like what's going on.
Right, instead of having them like an actual like ongoing threat, you know, like with the stomach sibling, we're like, hey, you killed me this time, but next time, hey, I'm gonna get you, you know, right? Yeah. Yeah, and like show tells Lucky, like, hey, no, we gotta. That's what we do. We're Kamen Riders, you know. It's in our name.
No, there can't be any collateral damage. Hey, don't you? Haven't you seen The Dark Knight? Well, actually, have you seen Batman vs Superman and all the people that he incidentally killed with his fucking goddamn Batmobile?
All right. I'll say, I do like that Shoma, that bitter Shoma, dark Shoma can steal Shoma's Gochizos as well. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, so
man,
I feel like we didn't talk about that enough last episode, but it's like, man, the Gochizo's gotta fucking do better, because this is the I mean, I guess Bitter Shoma takes after his creator because he's stealing fucking Shoma's Gochizos, but the Gochizo's gotta do better to, like, stay on Shoma's, like, belt or something, like, and not just, like, run around and...
run around?
Yeah,
hey, no, I mean, like, they're fine with running around, but, like, stay with, like, an actual proximity to Shoma and not be, like, on the other side. Don't be behind enemy lines,
but, like,
you know,
how many Gochizos out, like, because Shoma sends the Gochizos out to, like, do reconnaissance for him. How many Gochizos are just fucking hit by traffic or picked up by birds? Right? Like, they're just they're just little guys, right? They can't do anything to defend themselves. There are definitely some crows out there that have their own collection of Gochizos that they keep...
Oh, man. They have a hunger for that thing, right?
Yeah.
Right. That also goes back, like I said, how much Gochizo is Shoma producing, right, to keep up, right? Right? That he had to continuously have to make up for, like, all these that he keeps just fucking losing, you know, right? Not losing from even henching or using them in battle,
because he's
but, like,
sending them out
in
fucking, like, on auto missions.
Right? It's like Shoma just like, he's like, I'm just gonna send a fuck ton out and see how many of you come back alive, you know, right?
Statistically,
right?
what is the retention rate of Gochizos that are sent out in the wild? Like, does he have to give, like, a pep speech, like, beforehand? He goes, listen, men, today is your day. Some of you will not make it back, alright? Like, you've got to understand that once you reach the shores of
once you leave this office building, right? Look, you're fending for yourself, you know, right? Also, remember, we're on this floor and not that floor, right? I know this building is really fucking confusing, by the way, you know, right? But I hope you guys know what the fuck colors are, you know, right? Doesn't help that this fucking building that's the place. It's like the most aesthetically confusing building you'll ever see, you know, right?
I found it. I found what I was looking for. I found what I was looking for. Hold on. Okay, no, don't. I want the quotes. Don't give me. Okay. View the full text. Yes. This is. Does he give shit like this to the Gochizos? In this solemn hour, it is a consolation to recall and to dwell upon our repeated efforts for peace. All have been ill-starred, but all have been faithful and sincere. This is of the highest moral value, and not only moral value, but practical value, at the present time, because the wholehearted concurrence of scores of millions of men and women, whose cooperation is indispensable and whose comradeship and brotherhood are indispensable, is the only foundation upon which the trial and tribulation of modern war can be endured and surmounted. And then he says, "Go, my Gochizos!" I stole this from Winston Churchill in his war speech from 1939.
Also, man, I did not realize this episode ended, right? Because Hawkman just fucking disappears.
The episode just kind of, like, ends. Once again, we're left in the middle of shit, and it's like, I'm fine with that. Like, I get that this is the pattern, but, like, when...
Right, but I feel like that's a good thing. Like, I was too invested in what was going on. I did not realize, the episode ended, man, right? It's just like when we were, like, watching, like, like, oh, fuck. Man, when the fuck is this episode ending? When they when the fucking little Gochizo showed up to, like, dance around, I was like, is this the middle of the episode? This seems kind of late. And it's like, oh no, we're at the end. Shit, crazy. Yeah. Look, Shoma's like, hey, like, you can help this old Japanese lady, right? You know, hey, I trust you, you know, right? Yeah. You're learning, right? Yeah. Yeah, but look, that's the end of this week's episode. You know, like, hey, then look, like I said, I can't say how I feel about next week's episode yet because it hasn't aired, but like I said, I'm not a big fan of two forms debuting like that, especially, right, for both writers, you know, right? This is supposed to be our mid-season upgrade.
One is clearly, like, more important than the other, but I guess, like, cool, like, to be fair, the whole thing with Valen's bitter chocolate form is just like not like it doesn't change enough anyway, so I don't think that it has to be a focus.
Mm-hmm. Right? Oh man, do you think this is dark art right now?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's going to his bitter art.
Hey, let's get that shit out of the fucking way. Hey, kick that shit out of the way. I don't need another fourth quarter fucking goddamn Kawa situation where it's just like, I don't know why the fuck you went bad, man.
Look! What do you mean? What is it? Fucking look! By the end of it, Hato's gonna be a super A-rank investigative journalist. You know, right? He's gonna let everyone know.
He'll have his own Pulitzer Prize. Oh, great! Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Is that there for this week's episode?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. That's all I got. All right. Kate, thanks. Bye. All right, Tariq. So I read a thread a few weeks ago or the other day. You know, right? Depending on the time, whatever these are done, right? You know, right? It was a discussion thread about so people have rose tinted glasses. You know, right? They like to think that their childhood was amazing, that everything back then was great. You know, like back in the 90s, there was like no racism. You know, right?
Yeah.
Everyone on black and white just sang kumbaya. You know, right?
It would be so much greater if we could just get back to old traditional family values.
Yeah, you know, stuff like that. So, I was reading a thread the other day where the guy was very adamant on how the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers suit are the best Power Rangers. I'm gonna assume this guy only meant from a Power Rangers point of view. He's not considering Sentai in any aspect or like Kamen Rider. Like he's only looking at
He means like design, and also I assume that by you saying this, you also don't think that he meant like a Power Ranger. The Mighty Morphin suit was better than just a regular fucking like business suit.
Yeah, like something like the suit that he thinks like the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger suit design are probably the best suit design in Power Rangers history. Like there's like no other Power Ranger suit that comes in close to him.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
Right? So here's like people can have their opinions, right? You know, I was like, boy, man. But I have to say that is like obviously such a dog shit opinion. That opinion, it's really fucking bad.
Yeah,
you know, right?
Boy, I mean,
right. I'm just like a lot of people look at Mighty Morphin through a rose tinted glass.
Oh, absolutely.
That's like the only thing that they know, and like they probably never watch after like I don't know, like probably like the first after like Turbo. I think Zeo and Turbo are like the tipping point for like the general.
I think a lot of people dropped off at Galaxy. I think Galaxy because again, when you think about the actual timeline of it, there's an actual storyline like threaded through all the way through in space. And then it changes to Galaxy. And so if someone was really locked in like that, I think that is the logical way, like, point where they jumped off.
Mm-hmm. Right, but yeah. So I'm just this guy only watches like up to like Mighty Morphin era, right? And he did not bother looking up at any other suits or like look at any other designs. But I have to say, boy, man, if I were to like I think are actually part of one of those ugliest suits in the series, right? Because it is a suit that
I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's one of the ugliest.
I think it's a suit that doesn't like have like any actual aesthetic value from like a narrative standpoint, right? I'm trying to find an image.
Their visors got the teeth.
I mean, like I'll give the helmet credit. You know, like the helmet design.
I don't know why they have
good, right?
I don't know why they have the like fuck. What do you call it? Like the picnic table, like pattern, like diamonds.
Yeah. I think that stupid diamond pattern ruins the. I'm trying to find a good image of a.
I don't think that's super great, but like the helmets are pretty iconic, and like there is.
I think the helmets are fine. Like I'm not talking. Like I'm just this guy is. I don't know if this guy was actually referring to like helmet and suit, or even just purely referring to like suits in general, right? Because I consider helmet and suit to be like two completely like design-wise aesthetic, right? For Power Rangers, you know.
I would argue that shouldn't be the case, but I understand where you're coming from.
Right, but I think so I'll give like the Mighty Morphin helmet like high tier. You know, I'll I'll give those like A's. You know, like those the helmet design pretty good. But I think the suits, like the actual body suits, I think those are just. It really does nothing. Like if you look at the like if they were in the cultural zeitgeist, right? Like let's say you were not born in 1990. You were not around in 1993, right? You know, right? Or you've been you were in a coma since 1992, right? You know, right? And you woke up today, and I just show you the Mighty Morphin suit, you know, right? And what do you want? Right? And like you would get like no meaning.
If I got that if I saw that in comparison to. I'm trying to think of what even from my own perspective, like, what the best design... Because I've never really thought about that, like, of which one I like the most. Like, I just made a comment about Galaxy, but it's because I do actually dislike... I definitely dislike those suits. For a similar reason to, like...
Okay, good. Hey, so someone had posted all the only Power Rangers only suits. Alright, good. That's perfect. I was trying really hard to find an image that did not have Sentai suits.
Okay.
Yeah, right, because Sentai... Right, here's, I think it's like the old...
Okay, let's see. What do you got here? Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. Right. I can only find it a tier list, which is really fucking annoying. So,
I gotta say, okay, this is a very funny tier list. I'm sorry, they put In Space. Okay, In Space might be also like I think maybe that gets an A. I liked Power Rangers in Space. The dumb squares with all the colors is really fucking stupid. I think Mystic Force was pretty good. I think Lightspeed Rescue was pretty good. I think SPD was pretty good.
Lightspeed? I do not like Lightspeed. They're just so ugly. Right? Right, because you look at these suits, like if you look at Mighty Morphin in Space and Lightspeed, like these suits do not convey anything about the scene. Like if you do in comparison to
I like
look at Dino Charges. Okay, yeah. You know, right? You can see
the Lightspeed the Lightspeed Rescue one. I just like because it's like simple and it's consistent with all of them. Like they're all kind of the same. That's where I'm coming from. SPD I like because of like it actually like. It's a really good blending of, like, the whole, like, it's the color thing, and then also they're numbered, and then when you get into, like, the tertiary second, like, when you get into the further, like, range of the other, like, Rangers that show up, and you get to, like, what did they call Deca Ranger? Was he still Deca Ranger in SPD?
Who, Shadow Ranger?
Shadow Ranger, that's what they called him, yeah.
Yeah. His suit fucking slaps,
yeah,
right?
So it's like, but it has that one, but it's 100, like, like, that move, I think, was really good. Oh boy. You know, I didn't watch Overdrive, but I will say, those Overdrive suits kind of go hard.
Right. I just think like I'm trying to ignore like story elements, you know, right? I think like preform like suits, right? Like it's like that quote, right? That animated quote, like if you turn an image to like only pure black, right? Like you should be able to tell what that image is and what it's trying to convey, right? I mean, probably a bad analog with Power Ranger suits, right? Because they're all humanoid body, but ignoring, like, say you don't know anything about the show, right? Like, you just really look at the suit.
What is the design of the character? Like, if this was in like grayscale, how iconic?
Right, like if you look at the design of the Power, like can you tell what the season is about? Like. Right, like what can you convey just from looking at the suits, you know? Right, like looking at taking SPD, right? You see that they're numerical, all right? Maybe there's like some, right? Like they all have numerical numbers. So is there like a ranking system between them? You know, right? Right,
Dino Thunder's pretty like Dino. I would say in terms of the if we were to just look at this in terms of the Dino themed, because there's too many goddamn dinosaur themed Power Rangers, right?
Look for, you know, right?
Right, but that's too many to be the same, right? I think if there's one that actually really just full on gets the thematic design, it's Dino Thunder. Dino Thunder has does it the best in terms of representing on that metric, right? It represents the Dino theme the best. putting the first one as perfect is like
right. Yeah, that's it. This is not. But this was not the post I saw. I was reading, but this is just a complete separate with the guy.
Another person that is just like, yep. Hey, I saw that. Okay, here I will put it this way, right? There is a comparative like tier thing that I feel similarly about, and that is the Pokemon design tier system. If you have been around anybody in the last decade, the last 15 years really, you've heard from people go, "Oh my god, Pokemon's so oh god, the designs suck right now. They've got a fucking ice cream cone, they got a chandelier, oh that sucks. Oh, it's all blah blah." And every time I hear that from somebody, I go, "Okay, Gen 1's so great. You like that, right? Hey, you're allowed to like what you like. The laziest Pokemon in all of Pokemon is in Gen 1. Can you guess what Pokemon that is?"
Oh boy! Is it shiny and round? You know?
Oh, is it? It's fucking Voltorb. It's fucking Voltorb. And then they have the audacity to give it an evolution that is just Voltorb flipped upside down. I don't know who it was at Game Freak. Fucking Tatami, Tatsuya, Shinichiro, whoever the fuck it was. Somebody went. It is 1996? 1994? What was it?
5, right? It has to be 1995, right?
Was
right?
it? Okay, hold on. Let's see. Pokemon.
Pokemon Red.
Yeah.
1996. All right.
Okay,
Yeah, 1996.
Yeah, 1996. Somebody. This is also, I guess, post the fucking bubble, Japan's bubble economy, right? Somebody, Satoshi, no relation, fucking went, I gotta see my family. I can't be I can't not die as a salad. They hadn't figured out isekai formula yet, so, like, they didn't know that they had another option if they just died at the workplace. They get to get isekai into some fucking weird-ass harem shit with a fucking stupid-ass power and a long-ass title.
Yeah.
And so, he just went, his boss went, "Listen, you gotta turn in your quota of Pokemon designs, okay? You can't just, everybody's gotta do their numbers." And he went, "Shit, I got 2 more left." Circle.
We really want to reach that 150 quota, right? For the Pokemon, right?
He just took a Pokeball, drew eyes on it, and then flipped it upside down, and then drew eyes and a mouth on it. That is the laziest design.
Have you heard that thing where, like, apparently, like, if you were to take, like, Haunter's, like, eyes or something,
yeah,
right, and you could paint, right,
yeah,
right, you base it on what you get Voltorb, right?
I'm not saying that, like, there aren't dumb designs in Pokemon. I think a big fucking goddamn one single ice cream cone evolving into 3 ice cream cones is kind of silly. But Voltorb exists, and Voltorb has existed since the beginning. So you can't, you don't get to, raise the original on a pedestal if you don't recognize how dumb the original was for its own objective stuff. And that is also true for fucking goddamn Mighty Morphin. Because, especially in this person's tier list, where it says perfect, which is, again, as you said, different. The Rangers that they're showing are the 6 from Season 2, where Tommy is the White Ranger, which is stolen from a different Sentai. So you can't... What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I'm pretty sure this guy was trying to find an image with the Dragon Ranger Empire, so it would have been the same.
Listen, you gotta do a better job. If you're trying to make your argument, you can't leave vulnerabilities like this.
Man, here's the thing. Did you think this guy had, the group shot with the 6 group shot with the Dragon? Who put both of them in perfect here, right? Right?
It's just you could have found anything, but you went with the White Ranger when he's, again, tell me that you don't really know, you didn't really study your assignment before you fucking, tried to take the test. Fuck off. This is fucking insane.